here we go. We've been blindsided, well, maybe blindsided, by the new crazy twist in the case. We've just accused Teruteru of being the killer. Now, Billy and I had quite a lot to say in between the last...
So, Miss Sonia, I know we're in the middle of a trial and everything, but I have a big question for you.
Yes?
What's your last name?
Never mind.
Oh, I guess if you don't want to tell me right now, that's fine.
No, it's never mind.
I understand that we're busy and everything, and if you want to tell me later, I'm just really curious about your last name.
Oh, Kazuichi, what's your last name?
It's Soda.
Well, if you need some of that, I saw some over at the Rocket Punch Market.
What? No, that's my last name, Soda.
Oh, Kazuichi, I think we're just talking past each other, but more importantly, shouldn't we listen to what's going on in the trial now?
Never mind.
Oh, you've got it. Anyway, Billy, are you paying attention? Did everybody get all that?
Alright, I'm back from the bathroom. You ready to start this episode?
But what have I been talking about this whole time?
Did you start the episode without me?
Oh, man. Well, let me start over at the beginning.
No, it's fine. So we're the Bittersweet Gamers.
I'm the Opinionator.
And I'm Wee Squared.
Well, since you missed everything I was saying, I am on Team Teruteru right now. I really do think it was Teruteru and that this is for real. And the main reason that I think that is a narrative one.
Objection or not, why am I being treated like the killer?
Because we think it's you!
Because the portable stove used in the murder came from the kitchen.
No, nobody went in there and got it and brought it out. Granted, Teruteru talked, like in Ibuki's account. Like, go to Ibuki's account real fast.
Ah, yes.
Teruteru talked while in the room during the blackout, like, oh, it wasn't just a kitchen. But the thing about that, like, that would seem to mean that he had to hurry, right? And hurry up and be in here. But couldn't he just have said that from underneath?
Yeah, you're right.
Because that provides an alibi?
That makes a lot of sense.
That may not be true, but that would explain why he could have done it so fast, or how he could have had that line so quickly.
Right.
That's it? That's the only reason you're treating me like a killer? Isn't that a little drastic?
Opportunity? You are one of the only people that could have possibly done it, and then we find out about the stove. Come on.
Right?
You're cruel. Too cruel.
Oi! The Usami approach is darn well not gonna win you any points here, buddy.
Teru. That attitude is so not like you. For the ultimate cook to get so upset.
God, the way he talks.
Call me chef.
Oh, yes. Also, Leon he was the ultimate
Baseball star.
Ultimate baseball star, but he wanted to be a singer.
A singer, yeah.
Or a musician. No, you're right, a musician. Teruteru is the ultimate cook, but he wants to be a chef. I'm saying there's a juxtaposition, and that actually came out, like, from a lot, like, Billy provided a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
That's what kind of made me think about it. Just got to give credit where credit's due. Of course, he was trying to say that it wasn't Teruteru, but...
Well, yeah.
If you fall to aspersions like this, who will be there to support the future of the culinary arts?
Don't you kind of want to hit him in the face?
I kind of do want to hit him in his perfect jawline.
The thing is I'm kind of frustrated by, like, the super elitism of Hope's Peak in the first place. But...
it seems like he's kind of making fun of that.
Yeah, that's exactly where I was going, and it's way too hostile. Like, it's one thing to be frustrated by a place that caters to super elites, but it's another thing to hold that against any of the individuals here. It's not.
Oh no! Like, they get invited by the school,
and exactly that, and they didn't, with the exception of Leon, they didn't accidentally obtain their ultimate talent. They got it through hard work. Yeah, they earned it. It's not their fault.
Right. I mean, they're called ultimates by the people around them.
Not themselves.
I mean, they will call themselves ultimates from time to time, but that's just because that's the title that they have been given.
Yeah.
They have earned that title.
Yeah.
Not a single person here was like, yes, I've decided I will be the ultimate hopscotcher or something, you know?
Right. And Nagito is the person who's talking to them like that.
Right.
The future of the culinary arts.
Oh man, he's just going to beat him down psychologically.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. For the future of the culinary arts, you must face this and fight it fair and square.
I'm saying this because I want you to win, so you all die.
You're right. Yeah, that's totally right.
Well, I mean, Teruteru wouldn't die, but...
Alternately, if the world outside is post-apocalyptic, then if Teruteru survives, cooking itself survives.
I suppose, in a way, you are
But
correct.
that's
Yeah.
not what he's talking about.
Yeah.
So, what's an aspersion anyway? Is it yummy?
If you eat too many of them, your pee smells funny.
No, Kazuichi, that's asparagus.
Yeah, I don't... Look at my teeth. Do I look like I eat vegetables?
Did you know asbestos is yummy too? You should try some later.
Nagito, why are you interfering?
You know why he's interfering. He wants everyone to die.
To cause chaos.
Let's assume that the killer used a light, and that they used the fire door to mask that light, and that they moved to the storage room and snuck under the floorboards. Then what? It's dark under the floorboards too. So how would they be able to stab Byakuya?
What's that glowing over there?
Yeah.
I'll go look at it.
Right, and there's enough room under the floorboards to see that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And with where the hatch goes into it, he would go right underneath where the bioluminescent, where the glow-in-the-dark paint was.
Yeah.
You're not gonna say they shined the light on Byakuya, right? The plan would have been ruined if he noticed.
That's right. What do you think about that?
Besides, it would be really fascinating in this game to have Nagito around the whole time.
Someone who actually did try and kill someone.
And not only that, but someone who's so hostile towards
Yeah.
everybody here.
I mean, like, Yasuhiro and Jill tried to kill Sakura, but that's completely different.
It's completely different.
Right.
There's no way you can answer, right? You personally haven't investigated what's beneath the floorboards.
Gundam has! He can tell us!
If that's the case, then Gundam should know. He actually went under the floorboard.
Thank you, Mahiru.
No. Unfortunately, there was nothing related to the incident under the floorboard.
Well, Billy, there goes your theory of that secret passage.
One day.
But I don't think we really bought it anyway.
Yeah.
The only thing I found was a strange liquid shining in the darkness, near where Byakuya's blood was
I'm
dripping.
sorry. What?
Excuse me?
What? A shining liquid in the dark?
That seems kind of important.
A little bit, yeah?
That sounds super important! If there was a shining mark like that, they would have been able to move to it in the dark, right?
Like paint, maybe? Well, no, there would have been paint on the floor, but
And in doing so, it might have been possible for them to use that mark to target the victim.
The victim was targeted by a mark. What was the mark?
Huh. No, I mean, I was thinking it was kind of coincidental, but apparently it isn't.
It would have to be the knife, wouldn't it?
That's the only thing that talks about anything that glows.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe?
I can prove it with
Woo!
this. The mark you're talking about is the glowing paint that was applied to the knife, right?
Either it dripped down or Teruteru is the one that applied it, but I don't think so.
It was probably luck. Like Nagito's luck.
The thing is, I don't like talking about it because it's not quantifiable. You can say that Nagito's luck, or Makoto's luck, or whatever, is the reason that X happened. Not only does it remove agency from the characters, but you
Yeah.
can just kind of use it like a stick to strengthen every argument that you make.
Yeah, you're right.
And it's
He
like,
uses-
it starts to get into like this sort of, well, it's just not objective.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
By using the glowing paint as a target, they were able to judge where to stab even in the dark.
I see. The killer didn't target an actual person. They just struck the moment the glowing paint moved.
Okay.
Maybe?
That would be the moment someone grabbed a hold of the knife.
So, the killer used the mark that I prepared for finding the knife as a mark for stabbing. I see. That's why Byakuya got killed when he took the knife.
You could make the argument that it's luck. I just want to stay away from that because you really just say it's like this potential motivation happened
Because of luck.
because of luck. It all happens in this game according to Nagito's luck because it makes this happen and makes the player hit the buttons.
But if they were able to do that, wouldn't that mean the killer knew about Nagito's plan all along?
And that was one of the sticking points for why I wasn't sure that Teruteru was it, or did it.
Well, I wasn't saying that he was doing it intentionally like this.
Right.
Well, Teruteru!
Seriously, I don't know anything. Really, I don't know anything at all.
Let's make a sprite for him that is the most convincing face ever.
Perhaps he found out about the hatch in the storage room because Nagito told him?
Well, he would have gotten supplies from the storage room to do
What would he have
cooking, right?
gotten? No, all that's in the kitchen. What was he
I
doing
guess
in the
you're
storage
right.
room?
Guess you're right.
It's like, this is a weird point.
Then can I ask everyone a question instead?
No!
You again? Just stop already!
Now, we should give everyone a fair opportunity to speak.
Especially
Yeah.
this guy who keeps trying to be on my side.
If Teruteru is the killer, that would mean he went to the storage room during the blackout.
Using the portable stove as a light source.
And just what did Ibuki hear during the
Hey, we already
blackout?
talked about this.
Like not 5 minutes ago.
Ah! Don't step on my feet!
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
Turn the damn lights on! I can't eat like this, you know!
You guys, where are you? Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen?
If you're close enough to kill somebody by stabbing them 8 to 10 times through the floor, you're close enough to talk.
Right?
She heard Teruteru's voice in the dining hall?
Doesn't that prove Teruteru was in the dining hall during the blackout?
That's right. That's exactly it.
And was he there afterwards? When immediately after that we were messing around with Mikon and Mikon's embarrassing pose, shouldn't he have been there drooling all over it? Was he?
Was he? I don't remember.
I don't think he was, though it's true that I don't recall.
Right.
But Teruteru was in the kitchen the moment the blackout occurred, right? So, why was he in the dining hall?
Like, he would have had to have stumbled his way out of the kitchen.
Dodge Kazuichi, even though they should be, according to what he's saying, they should be passing by each other.
Yeah. And then, like, open the door to the dining hall.
Yeah. Which wouldn't have brought any light in, though.
No, but that should have been something Ibuki heard.
There you go. There you go.
I thought the blackout was only in the kitchen, so I panicked and ran out of there. Of course, the hallway was dark too, but somehow I managed to move along the wall toward everyone's voices.
And then you asked them if the blackout was only in the kitchen? It seems
Yeah!
it seems to me that you're yelling out, alibi, alibi.
Yeah, because he would have known the blackout wasn't in just the kitchen when he got to the hallway.
Well, it's not that far to move along the wall from the kitchen to the dining hall.
Kazuichi!
That sounds fishy.
If I remember correctly, you can tell when a person is lying by making their sweat.
That's a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure reference.
Oh, excellent. Also, is it just me, or is Akane's gut extremely accurate?
She has to have something to contribute to this.
And she's been very good so far.
And her gut works its best when it's full of food.
A shame about Teruteru.
So, if you want, you should try licking me.
No way! You look greasy.
I like that that's her complaint.
But I heard Teruteru's voice in the dining hall. Ibuki swears on her honor.
No, you heard Teruteru's voice.
Well, that's true. That's what she's saying.
But you didn't hear his voice in the dining hall. Those are two different things. Her
Oh.
hearing is that good too, right?
Oh, okay.
That's right. Teruteru was in the dining hall, not the storage room. Which means he's not the killer.
No, that's not it. Why? Why do you want to keep falsely accusing me?
Why are you getting so upset?
Why are you trying to kill all 14 of us?
Right?
It's not like I want to blame you. I just...
Baka.
You should be so proud of yourself, Hajime. You're just progressing toward the hope you believe in.
We just don't want to die.
It's that simple! It's life or death here!
An attempted murder against one person is an attempted murder against everyone.
Now, Hajime, show me more of your hope. Will that be enough to crush Teruteru's hope?
What do we got? I see.
I'm thinking gaps under the...
Gotta be the gaps.
Let me ask you again. Did you go to the storage room during the blackout?
There's no way I went to the storage room. I was somewhere totally different.
I definitely heard Teruteru's voice.
Yeah, and that would be,
It's
well,
handsome,
you
unlike
want to
his
agree
face.
with that.
It's handsome, unlike his face.
Maybe it was recording or something? Nope, definitely a live voice.
No,
That's true.
that doesn't.
That's true.
Right.
That's true.
As
That's
long
the
as I have their
problem.
testimony. The fact that I was in the dining hall cannot be disputed.
There we go. We would hit that with the gaps.
Yeah. There's definitely a contradiction hidden within those remarks. I need to find it.
The fact that I was in the dining hall cannot be
I hit
disputed.
the wrong button.
Nope, you only do
I'll
that a
shoot
few
through that
times.
Contradiction. Just because we heard Teruteru's voice in the dining hall doesn't mean he was literally in the dining hall.
Thank you.
Huh? Why? Remember the floor in the dining hall? It was full of gaps, right? So even if you shouted from under the floor, it should have sounded just like the voices in the dining hall.
Especially the Ibuki.
Right!
But.
I see. So he brazenly shouted from under the floor to make us think he was in the dining hall. Is that true, Teruteru?
Well, if he says yes, then he's
He's
admitting.
not gonna cop to it. All he can do is just say no.
Hold on a second.
Can you explain this, Teruteru?
I like how Mikan is like this is really brave for her.
Yeah.
I told you to wait a second, ain't I?
Here we go. I knew the country accent was coming. We called this long ago. I'm
Y'all
sorry.
even saying anymore. I'm telling you, I was in that there dining hall during the blackout.
Oh my god!
That is some kind of thick, very, very Cajun. I guess, what is this, like super Hokkaido? Man, that Hokkaido dialect, I can't, it's confusing to me.
Where are you from again?
I was born in West Asafu and raised in South Aoyama.
Hey, you guys! This guy's a major liar!
Uh-huh.
If Teruteru was in the dining hall during the blackout, he should have been there after the power returned.
Yeah.
right?
See, I didn't remember him.
And there's no way that he would be going crazy over Mikan's embarrassing pose.
Yeah, I can't believe that that's what we're gonna use the truth bullet on.
Well, I believe so. There's no way he could have gone back and forth in that dark hallway.
Huh? Was Teruteru actually there during that time?
I sure was. I was there the whole damn time.
Or maybe
I tell you what, boy.
maybe Jamaican?
He
Like,
does sound kind of Cajun.
I was there the whole damn time. What the heck?
Something like this shouldn't be decided by gut instinct.
Akane.
People's lives are at stake.
Damn right. You guys should have been deciding this on the spot with your hazy memories.
I'm gonna miss him.
This is the only reason, though.
His accent is getting even worse. He's definitely lying. However, I am not sure. I believe that he was there, and I believe that he was not there.
No. Is there any way we can decide?
Why don't we consult his memories?
Yeah. Ask him what happened right after the power came back on.
There's no way he wouldn't mention.
Mikan's tripping. His memories?
Cher, don't be saying things like that. Don't make no sense. Can you even prove I wasn't in the dining hall?
He's Cajun. Or is this Cajun?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I probably can. Oh, you again.
I'll tell you what, when I lived in Louisiana, I was too young to remember anything like this. The only thing that I remember is one of my classmates at that time. I was in 3rd grade the year that I lived in Louisiana. He was from Scotland, and so I learned how to do a Scottish accent at that time. However, I completely forgot about it.
Whether or not Teruteru was in the dining hall during the blackout, in order to know for sure, I just need to throw that question at him.
I can prove it with this.
That's great.
If you're claiming that you were in the dining hall when the power came back,
This is so ridiculous.
This is so fitting for Teruteru.
Yep.
then you should know how Mikan was positioned at the time, right?
Well, what? Don't make me remember. It's so embarrassing.
Don't worry, Mikan. I have it on the handbook. I'll be storing it for later.
No, this is a very important question.
You mean E-handbook?
E-handbook. I'm so sorry.
Ooh-handbook?
Ooh-handbook.
Ah-handbook.
Yes. And sometimes Y-handbook.
Well, Teruteru, if you were really in the dining hall at that time, you should know the answer to that.
There's no way he'd forget.
Everybody else here knows the answer.
It was a pretty clever way of tripping. There's no way you'd forget about it so easily.
Not Teruteru.
Spread eagle.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I showed you something so unsightly.
Well, actually, I wouldn't quite say it.
Can it, Soda?
How about it? You can't answer, Teruteru?
I like how she's embarrassed. They're all just gonna be really embarrassed about this.
That's weird. Just slipped from my mind.
You are Senor one-dimensional. There are only 2 things, no, I suppose 3 things that matter to you. And this is number 1.
Right.
There's no way it would slip from your mind, especially not a pervert like you.
Even so.
Sophistication and food are the other 2.
I was wondering what the third one was.
Sophistication.
Because I knew one. Yeah. Because he wants to be a chef and he's always trying to be all prim and proper.
Well, not prim and proper,
Well.
but he wants to be like a sophisticated city folk.
Right.
But instead, he's from that there country.
Nagito, say something.
You're supposed to help me.
I guess you might have to give up now.
Wait, give up? What do you mean, give up?
If Nagito is defending someone, that's kind of a sign of guilt right there.
I was thinking that too.
Teruteru. I'm disappointed too, you know.
Like whoever it is that he ends up supporting or whatever it is that he ends up saying, it's like you should probably be suspicious of all of it.
He probably won't wind up defending them until we accuse them, because otherwise it'd be too obvious for us to figure it out.
Maybe.
It's lonely watching someone I admire reach the limits of their hope. It kind of feels like a broken dream.
Like I've experienced something similar before. I'm not Makoto.
I really don't think he is, though.
Really?
Not like that.
Nagito, what are you doing? Why are you messing with the killer like that? Well, hold on a sec. Don't go moving this along on your own like I really am the killer.
Guys, I kind of want to give him a pass just for that accent.
Oi, no!
Huh? But it's already decided, right?
Well, all the tension, it just melts away. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Indubitably.
The motor weapon hadn't been cleared up yet, Cher?
I mean,
Who are you talking to? Who are you calling cher?
It's no use. I can't understand him anymore.
It's that Hokkaido crap, man. I hear it and I'm like, what are you saying?
It appears he's saying the murder weapon hasn't been cleared up yet.
thank you for actually contributing, Monomi.
You understand him? But it's such a sad defense. This is
Okay,
too
stop contributing.
cruel.
No. This isn't too cruel. Do you want to know what cruel is?
Killing someone!
Cruel was murdering Byakuya. Do you want to know what cruel is? Cruel is trying to defend him, knowing he murdered Byakuya, so you can see everyone else in despair, so you can see them all suffer. That's what cruel is.
And cruel is murdering someone knowing you'll be killing everyone else if you get away with it.
Oh, you calling me the killer, then where's the weapon?
Come on, Manumi. Enough with the whimpering and translate.
Oh god, I like that they're using her as that.
He said, if you're calling me the killer, then where's the weapon?
The weapon, huh? It's not the knife, right?
Judging from Byakuya's wounds, it was a thin-edged tool that's roughly 5 millimeters in diameter.
Edged.
Well, I mean, it's the skewer.
Yeah, but
100% chance that it's the skewer.
I'm just wondering why she said edged, because it's not really edged, is it?
Well, no, it's pointed.
Yeah.
Also, if they stabbed from under the floorboards, the weapon would need to be at least 50 centimeters in length.
After all this, who cares about the weapon?
The killer.
Yeah, well, yeah, there you go.
Not good enough! Not good enough at all!
Not good enough.
Not good enough. Not good enough at all.
Not good enough. Da 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 da.
I love that. Because it was just so out of place.
Fine, I got it. Let's try thinking about what the weapon was.
We know what it was.
Wanna do it? Wanna do it?
What? You know, the bullet time battle with him is just going to be gibberish.
You won't be able to understand any of it.
He said, try to do it.
I'm just going to be too busy laughing at what he's saying to actually be able to kid him.
You have to. What I had to do the bullet time battle, which I don't even know if it's in this game or not, but in order to do it, I just had to ignore everything except
Just the timing, the bam, bam,
Yeah.
bam.
yeah.
What a confusing accent.
Not even Ibuki, the ultimate musician, can see through it.
Dude, you don't know what different dialects in Japanese are like. When they get too thick,
It's like a different language. Anyway, we need to focus and think about this. A thin-edged tool with a diameter of about 50 millimeters and at least 50 centimeters in length. The weapon that meets those requirements might have been used at the crime scene. Wait, what's that? Oh, goody!
skewer, meat, skewer.
Oh,
No.
that was the wrong button.
Well, you know, you haven't had a chance to learn how to do it yet, and I was like that too. Skewer. It has to be that.
Just wish you would give me an M.
This is pretty cruel.
Oh my god!
It wouldn't be so bad if... Could it be R?
Oh, I can't fast forward.
Metal? Try the R. Just forget it. We can take the damage. Well, it's not I. You already tried that.
Yeah.
At this point, maybe we're wrong. Just try everything that comes up. Well, it's not iron. You did try I, right?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah. That was the first one I did by accident.
You sure?
Ah! Okay, I guess it is iron skewer.
Yeah, I don't think we have enough time. There! Get rid of that W, dude. Okay, we need an S.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think we're gonna have enough time at this point.
E.
Have we even seen an E?
I don't know.
And we need 2 of them? There!
And now an R. Woo! That's why I was saving it, David!
By the skin of our iron skewers!
That's it. The weapon must be the iron skewer.
Huh? The iron skewer?
The iron skewer?
The meat skewer?
Before the party, as Byakuya was confiscating all the dangerous items, he spoke to Teruteru.
I checked the equipment list and there seems to be one iron skewer missing. Ah, that's right. As far as I know, that's been missing from the start.
So that missing iron skewer is the weapon?
An iron skewer would match up with the wounds perfectly.
Hey, Teruteru, where'd you hide the iron skewer?
Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
Hey, that's my shtick, Teruteru!
Avril Lavigne!
Avril Lavigne!
Avril Lavigne? Huh? Did he really just say that?
That was a musical reference.
He's just saying random shit to fuck with us. You probably dumped it somewhere on the island, didn't you?
This school trip has a no littering rule. If he had violated it, the island sirens would be ringing non-stop.
Well, it doesn't. Nothing like that happens if you violate the other ones of Usami's rules, like cooperating with each other.
Yeah.
Island sirens? Just for littering?
Also, I was on guard duty, and I never once saw Teruteru leave the old building.
He may have just stashed it with the bloody tablecloth.
Yeah, I don't really see this being a problem. We even know that there was a skewer that was missing.
Right.
Like, it's somewhere, but we don't need to find it.
Yeah.
Which means he obviously hid it somewhere in the old building.
It's probably the kitchen again, right?
Teruteru, just man up and be straight with us.
I said man up, not turn into a monkey.
What a strange individual. Then again, I recall in the last episode that I'd said that he was my least favorite character. You said you liked him more than Hiyoko, though. Finally, we are nearing the end. So, I mean, if he wants to foam at the mouth and be a crazy, stupid monkey, he can, by all means. The guy who kicks it off, virtually no sympathy for. Maybe a tiny amount, but... A cornered opponent will be surrounded by soul shields and simply will not listen to what you have to say.
The gesture you made with that was pretty funny.
Not that anybody would know. It will probably pain you to condemn your classmate, but this is a class trial after all. You must argue against your opponent and destroy their soul shields. A high-speed dispute battle where you beat down a panicked opponent's... I didn't take a big enough breath, you see. Excuses and nonsense! That's the bullet time panic talk action!
Call it what you want.
I was right, there isn't a bullet PTA. The parrot teacher action?
No.
Pong table armadillo?
The probably Teruteru accusation.
Bam! The winner! During PTA, you must destroy, because it says destroy, all of your opponent's soul shields, so you can deliver your final strike. In order to do that, you must destroy your opponent's remarks while following the tempo of the song. time your button presses with the tempo marker as it moves across the screen.
Now you're just taking stuff out arbitrarily.
Match the tempo marker by pressing it'll be the circle button. And you'll be able to lock on to the opponent's remark, same as last time. If you keep pressing it, you will be able to lock on to multiple remarks at the same time. Afterward, if you release the circle button in time with the tempo marker, it will intercept the lock-on remark and destroy it. By destroying remarks, you will be able to damage the soul shields protecting the opponent and destroy them.
Wait, let go of the B button in time with the... Okay, I think I understand.
Well, just verify it. If you keep pressing it as in hold it, because you have to release it if you're gonna be... So it's like
That seems to be what it says.
Instead of lock on fire, it looks like it's the same button to do all of it.
Okay.
And then you release it. Okay. However, if you cannot destroy their remark within the time limit, you will end up getting hurt. During... What was it? Probably Teruteru accusation.
Yeah.
You can press the start button to review the controls, which maybe you should.
Oh.
Well, I said during Teruteru accusation. But just this time around, just worry about the whole B button getting things in beat bit. But you know what this reminds me of? Bust a Move. In the US, it was called Bust a Groove.
Yeah.
It was an Enix released dance game, a rhythm game, and it was surprisingly good. It's like you're in a dance battle with your opponent, and you can even attack them. I really loved that game, and I got really good at it. And I to the point where I just turned I could turn the indicator off, and I could just do it by memory and by beat.
Wow.
For some reason, I'll never understand. I really liked that game. But anyway, this is kind of similar to that. The tempo up, which they say is good, but always just seemed to mix me up. And the song will change. Okay, final blow. Do you still have to pick? So the final argument was in the end of the few trials in the first game.
Yeah.
Okay, 4 words will be displayed on the top, bottom, left, and right sides of the screen. Each of these 4 words corresponds to the 4 buttons on a controller you're not using.
It'll still be the same. Correspondence.
If you press the buttons in the right order, you will be able to compose the words of your final strike. That's pretty fascinating.
Yeah.
So it's just changed up kind of a lot. Please make your argument while searching for the words that will trump your opponent's final argument. I ran out of air again, goodness. Also, if you don't deliver your final strike within the time limit, the opponent's soul shields will recover. Well then, good luck and have fun, and don't fail too bad in this basic one. Da.
What the hell you say, you do because of hit?
Thanks.
He said, oh, what the hell are you even saying, you stupid country head?
You don't get the right to call me that.
I guess we have no choice but to somehow find out for ourselves.
If the iron skewer is the weapon, then hiding it in the kitchen would be the easiest way to slip it by. It's not like anyone checked the inventory after.
Yeah.
But Yakuya and I checked the kitchen pretty thoroughly before the party started.
And there was a skewer that was missing.
Which means, was the weapon already hidden somewhere we couldn't find it?
I mean, it matters for completion's sake, I guess.
Yeah. Could it have been in an unexpected place?
Like the meat?
Aha! You figured it out!
That manga meat has to be useful somehow.
Where would that be? Where did he hide a long weapon like an iron skewer? Think carefully.
I'm not hiding that thing.
He said, I'm not hiding anything.
Is Asami just going to start throwing out translations as part of the blub?
As part of the blub?
I don't know what I was trying to say, but you understand what I meant.
What's a blub?
You don't want to know.
I'm hiding anything! I'm not hiding anything!
He's just being like blabbity blabbity blabbity, vaguely saying words at this point.
Well, it's more entertaining than stupid, 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 stupid.
You're right, it is.
I must reveal to Teruteru the conclusive evidence that proves he's the killer. All right.
Panic talk.
Shut up! That's impossible! Nonsense!
It's X, it's not circle.
They don't even...
Unforgivable! I don't know. Nonsense!
So, Paris Hilton... Okay, so is it that you have to hold it?
Yep.
That's impossible!
So you hold it in time and then let go in time. That's actually easier.
Unforgivable! I don't know. Nonsense!
You can use focus too.
Unforgivable!
Maybe you should.
Shut up!
Maybe you should use focus. Can you not?
Nope.
Okay.
Nonsense!
I mean, I don't know. There's not too much to say. If I say too much,
I don't know.
then it'll mess you up.
Nonsense!
Woo!
Where would the weapon be?
The meat
AX.
on bone.
Yeah. On the meat bone.
Oh. On the meat bone.
On the bone? Meat? What? That's it. Well, it's not on the meat bone. The weapon
on the bone.
This is
that was ridiculous.
No, it wouldn't let me slow time.
Could the iron skewer have been hidden inside the piece of meat on the bone?
Just starts like flying off.
What are you saying? There's no way I'd hide anything in a place like that.
Became one of the Three Stooges. I mean, he's really just dancing about like a monkey making funny noises, which is pretty funny, but
yeah,
it's kind of sad.
That's clearly impossible. I mean, that's inside the food.
That's what it's meant for!
Manga meat isn't real food. Weren't you paying attention to that explanation that I gave? It's legendary and mysterious and really just for decorative purposes. It only exists in fiction.
Impossible. That's what Byakuya and I thought. That's why we overlooked it.
It's probably just a box.
It seems there are no dangerous items, like that skewer in the churrasco earlier, inside that pile of food. That appears to be the case. Whew. I wouldn't have known what to do if he said fish bones and meat bones were also dangerous items.
But in fact, the only place you could hide the weapon was inside the food that couldn't be inspected. Out of all the dishes you prepared, the only one that could hide a weapon as long as an iron skewer is the meat on the bone.
You know, manga meat sounds way better.
What now?
I'm using my right to remain silent.
You don't have a right to remain silent.
This isn't a court of law or something!
There's no way that exists here.
Yeah!
We need to confirm this now! So if we eat that tasty-looking piece of meat and find the iron skewer inside...
Akane, go forth!
This is your moment!
All right. Monokuma or Monami, one of you hurry and bring over that piece of meat.
Or you could just confirm it since you already seem to know what's going on.
Yeah.
1 minute. Just give me 1 minute. I'll eat the whole thing!
It's okay. We believe you. Go right ahead. No one's stopping you.
For a moment, I thought she was talking about Fuyuhiko. Just proximity.
Fuyuhiko and manga meat do not have many similarities except for size.
Wait, hold on a second. Time out.
What are you doing? Hurry up and bring it over.
About that.
Yes?
Huh. Monokuma already went, huh? I'm surprised he didn't just confirm
Where
it.
did Monokuma go?
I'm right here.
You can eat?
I'm already eating it.
Poor Akane.
A bear that eats meat!
Like bears.
Ibuki? Your phrase should have been a robot bear that eats meat.
Akane, you know you were entrusted with a mission by Byakuya to destroy Monokuma. Monokuma is holding your meat. Go defeat Monokuma, take the meat, and eat it.
Wait, now that I think about it, that's pretty normal.
Nom. Oh, what is this? So yummy!
Damn it! That's my meat!
Go get it then!
I've never eaten anything like it in my entire life. The taste brings me back to my days in the wild.
As a software engineer or something?
Marketing AI.
You're not a bear!
This is bad. Seriously, this is really bad.
Really bad.
For you, it's bad. And if you didn't want it to be bad, don't frickin' murder people!
My. There's something inside the meat. Look what came out.
Oh, what a surprise.
Is that an iron skewer?
Check it out. The handle looks like it's made of bone. Pretty clever.
That is really clever.
Huh.
The sword of destruction, encased in bone and sheathed in meat, brought catastrophe unto Byakuya.
Gundam, you must take this weapon and make it your own!
Right?
As expected of Teruteru. Such a fantastic weapon from the ultimate chef.
And he calls him chef. He's just prolonging it. He's not letting
Since
it...
Nagito realized that he couldn't get them all killed, he's going to instill as much despair in Teruteru as he can.
Perhaps so. By doing it this way, he's trying to prevent people from just giving in and like, yeah, it was me, I did it.
You're
See?
wrong. I'm not the killer. I'm not the kind of person who would kill someone.
The thing is, he was always one of the weakest people, and you could see that from the game's opening freaking scene in the classroom. Where he, like, ran to the door and, like, kind of, like, panicked and freaked out by denying everything, looking around all shiftily. He just didn't have the psychological resilience to handle anything difficult. I'm not trying to say this is easy or something.
Oh, no!
But somebody... somebody like that, and especially somebody who denies the reality, they're the person who's gonna crack first.
Mm-hmm.
I got it. You all set me up. You guys set me up so you could blame this on me.
What's the point of him going that far?
He's being encouraged by Nagito. He's actually getting somebody rooting for him, so he's not backing down. He would have backed down otherwise.
You're right.
Jeez, what a disappointment. Such an unseemly defense for an ultimate like you. Can you really call that hope?
See? Do better! And look at that freaking pose, man! How insulting!
Hey, Nagito. I'm sorry, but can you just be quiet?
Yeah,
Wow!
Hold on! He said, fast food feed eating hicks.
He said, you're all nothing but a bunch of poor, loudmouth, fast food eating hicks.
You don't need to translate anymore. Somehow I can tell what he's trying to say.
It's just exposure.
Okay, wait. Do you remember in Persona 5 when you fought that, my gosh, it was a Mementos target. It was the guy where you're trying to recruit Tower. What was his name?
Shinya?
Yeah, Shinya.
The cheater?
Yeah, when you fought the cheater in Mementos, and he was...
Yeah! He had that, like, Southern Texas.
No. It was Teruteru's voice actor, and he was doing that exact same dopey voice.
Oh, I only you would be able to notice that. I sure as heck didn't.
That's so ridiculous. It had to be that.
Let's just deal with Nagito later.
And he got that voice from Teruteru. He would have had to.
You're right.
Because this gave the actor the experience of sounding ridiculous like that. Like talking so fast?
More importantly, we should first...
I guess we need to settle this. Once and for all.
Time for the closing argument.
To do that, we need to go over the entire incident from beginning to end and make everything clear.
Go over the entire incident in some sort of manga panel style timeline, maybe.
Well, maybe it's video footage this time around.
Yeah. And then I can prove Teruteru's crime. That's right. If we don't do that, we can't end this no matter how much time passes.
What do you mean, I was so obviously wrong, and you were just like, oh, I'll just agree with him so we'll shut up. If only more people would do that, then everyone would agree with me.
We need to do it.
So, it's finally come to this. My throb is jesting.
Can we vote for the narrator?
But the narrator didn't do it, so...
I know, but I might be willing to take it.
Every case has one last feature to bring the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument, and you made so many errors last time that you basically can't fail anymore, so don't screw this up, kid.
No pressure.
In this phase, you'll give a complete summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the order of events in the case in the form of a comic book. This reproduction is merely Hajime's imagination, so there will be gaps here and there. Gaps are areas where a number of pieces are missing.
Thank you, I know what a gap is.
It's up to you to complete the comic using the truth panels provided. But
It's where Ibuki shops.
But what's the twist? What's different about the first game?
We'll find out.
Around 3 to 5 truth panels make up one set. Right. Okay, so you have to use... So you can't try and... The way we did it was we put them all in order, and if there was something that we couldn't realize or couldn't figure out, we just left it for later and then tried to run through the whole thing, and then we ran over it. But we can't do that this time. We're going to be provided with some that are correct and some that aren't, so we have to look at the whole thing and then place a set, and then place another set after that. A certain trick to the closing argument, huh? If you move the reticle onto the gaps, it'll display hints? So, doesn't that make it really easy then?
Maybe. We don't know what the format's in.
And it'll even tell you what's on the truth panel? Because, you know, there were a few times we were like, duh, I can't quite tell what this one is. Like, there was, I remember one time where we couldn't really... We knew what was supposed to happen, but there were like 3 options that all basically showed the same thing.
Yeah.
Mixing them all up. We only needed 2 of them.
It was the one that showed all the different, like, using the e-handbook to open the door. Because it was different people in each one.
No, it wasn't that one. It was the one where Kyoko was coming in, trying to stop Mukuro from stabbing Makoto. That was the one. And we can't really mess up is the problem. And there's less time, 8 minutes. I see. It doesn't look as good as the first one, which had that amazing style. Maybe it'll come to life, but with so little time, I guess we better get to it. Okay, so the party's going on up there.
Uh-huh.
And Byakuya is what?
Byakuya is just standing over there drinking. There's bathroom. Fuyuhiko's outside. Everyone at the party is...
We don't have that one. We have to move on.
And then here's...
Yeah, hit the hint on each one of them.
Borrowing the tablecloth, the iron's turned on.
Yeah, it's the irons. Irons turned on below the 3 irons. It's kind of sad because we can't move through it kind of quickly, you see?
Plus 10 seconds.
So we'll hit it.
Same scene as the office room and dining hall. A case containing potential weapons?
It's not this. See, you can't look at it as trying to solve each one that comes up. You have to use the ones that you've got. Like, it shouldn't be that one, but check the hint anyway. You have to check them, and that'll help us move faster.
At the office room when the blackout occurred, this. Nope.
Yeah, it wasn't there, though.
Ooh.
You can't mess up anymore.
Okay, I see.
Okay, and we haven't saved in a really long time, too, so it'll take a long time. So don't worry about speed and worry about getting it right.
Okay, the moment it got dark, Byakuya got the
We don't have it. We don't have it.
What,
We don't have it.
The killer
We
obtained
don't
the
have
light.
it.
Unit
Oh,
portable
that's the
stove.
portable stove, okay.
What?
Nope, game over. All right.
Okay, so my problem is I thought we had to solve the, for each panel and then move on.
Even though, like, 3 times I discussed how it was different because of the different sets. What was it?
Everyone at the party is... So it's...
Standing around. It's not any of these. It might be that one with Hiyoko. What does that one say?
Hiyoko is drinking juice,
In
but it's
fact,
also right here.
Ah, there we go. Okay.
So if it's just like the other one...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we don't have that
We
one.
don't
That's
have
the
the
irons. That's going to be... Well, we don't have it in any case,
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
it is.
At the office room when the blackout occurred... No, none of this stuff seems to...
No, it's none of that. Well, wait. Chiaki, maybe?
When she's outside, guarding the old building's entrance.
And that was at the office?
Yeah.
I do like the art in the first game better. I don't really know what they're going for with this extra... Like, with this... Like, late 90s super pixely computer game stuff.
So this has to be night vision goggles.
Yeah.
And then, who did Byakuya see? He saw Nagito trying to duck under the table, right? Because it says who.
Yes. That's the only time that could have been.
Yeah.
And we only need to get one more, and did it...
The killer obtained a light. The weapon hidden in the meat on the bone. What did the killer do after exiting into the
fire door?
Hall? Yeah.
So this way we don't get to really react to the whole thing as it goes. At the storage room...
That would be like the cart, the tablecloth.
Yeah.
All
That's
right.
kind of awesome, though.
Yeah.
I also like how this person is... Okay, the answer is... it's the juice and that one to the left of the juice.
Are the fake ones.
Yeah, so we need to go to the right because we need to get Chiaki guarding. That's got to be one of the earliest parts.
You're probably right. At the office room, same scene as the office room and dining hall.
That's the irons.
Right.
So...
Everyone at the party is...
I mean, it might be that one. It's either that or at the same scene as the office and the dining hall.
Should we check the others just to be safe?
No, both of those two have appeared. Both of those two graphics with Hiyoko and the juice.
Well,
and
right,
the killer,
but I mean where this goes.
That has to be early on, right?
I heard it. That would be Ibuki. Oh, I can R1
To
and L1.
move. Okay, so I'm telling you, it's got to be... No, it's not going to be that one, but it's probably...
All right.
Then the first one, maybe? Look, there's only so many that it could be. That says at the office room.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem like it's it, too, because it doesn't seem to... Okay,
Oh, but
whatever.
it's showing where everyone is except Chiaki.
Don't really like the hint, but we knew when the time was. Okay, the case is not it.
Right.
It's that one, the 11:30 p.m., right?
Yes. Same scene, because they're both on a timer.
Yeah. Okay, the one on the far right is fake.
Yeah, and so is this one, because right there.
Oh, okay, so it's just... he obtained the tablecloth. We know that one from the storage room. Yeah, that.
Could have obtained that.
And so we know that this one has to be... This is like doing it backwards.
Yeah.
Which I don't... Like I said, I don't think I like it as much. It should be the one
What
on
was
the right.
found under the table?
It should... Okay, yeah, that's it. I just hadn't gotten to read them all yet. Again, I do like the 90s computer game pixely graphics, but I preferred the excitement and the thrill of the others.
Yeah, I do too. Okay. Ah, yes, air conditioner. Weapon, the killer. Oh no, that's the fire doors.
Because you can check the hint to make sure that you know what he's doing.
Yeah. Last stop.
Okay, well we know the meat on the bone.
Killer obtained a light. Oh, I see, because that's not...
See, the other one said unlit portable stove, and you can see it above that.
Weapon was
no,
hidden
the
in
light.
this.
Yeah, and the light is that one
this.
right there. Suichion is, what I should
And
say.
then Ibuki, the ultimate musician, has amazing hearing.
Here's everything that happened in this case.
Yeah, it
Let's
does
try
really
going over the whole incident.
throw everything off a little.
The party started. Byakuya had us gather in the dining hall of the old building near the hotel.
The other modified versions, I think I like more.
I certainly think the Hangman's Gabbit.
Yeah, the Hangman's Gwab is a
yeah.
lot better than the first Gwababab.
Gwababab.
He was extra cautious about a murder occurring that night because of a threatening letter he received.
And the ability to actually look around and see what it is they're saying in the panic talk is really good, because like I said, all I could do before was focus on keeping the beat.
All I could do, the same here. I couldn't really see anything.
Oh,
they
you
were
couldn't
saying.
even just from holding it. Oh, you mean in the previous one?
Because I have to let it go in time.
It is asking less of you.
Therefore, he decided to throw a party so he could monitor us.
Boing.
Shit.
But one person didn't come. The rest of us assembled at the dining
poor
hall, and the
Pecco.
party was underway. But at that time, the trap set by a certain someone was already in motion. They
Done.
plugged 3 irons into the outlets in the storage room, which nearly capped the power usage.
So how did Teruteru find out about the plan? Was it a coincidence like I thought, or did he just happen to run into it?
Well, you suggested that maybe he was
Trying
there
to
to
peep.
but then he wouldn't have brought the skewer, because if the skewer's like that, then it was clearly set.
Yeah, so just when did he find out? Well, I guess we'll find out shortly.
It's possible Nagito tried to team up with him because he knew, because he knew that it wouldn't work that way.
Yeah,
There isn't a rule against. No one's said anything about colluding.
Yeah, like the accomplice thing. Maybe.
Additionally, they prepared something else that would activate at 11:30 p.m. The air conditioners in the office and dining hall. They had already set the timers for these.
And unfortunately, we couldn't see by Nekomaru's eyebrows.
Thanks to the irons maxing out the power usage, the breaker was tripped when the air conditioners kicked on.
Seriously, why are his eyebrows always crackling with power?
Static?
I could buy that for Yasuhiro. I can't
Since the windows in
see.
the old building were covered, the blackout plunged the dining hall into total darkness.
I can't eat like this.
But when that happened, Byakuya took out a specific item that he brought in his case. That item was the night vision goggles.
If he just
Dun, 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 dun.
if he just would have believed in at least somebody else there enough to share it with him.
It's like his trying to be strong for everyone instead of relying on everyone.
Instead of with everyone.
With everyone, yeah.
Byakuya was so concerned about a murder occurring that he brought a variety of security equipment with him. When he put on his night vision goggles, Byakuya witnessed a certain someone making a suspicious move. He saw Nagito guiding himself with the desk lamp's power cord so he could get under the table.
Technically, there's 2 golems. One is Nagito.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
That's right. Everything up to that point was all part of Nagito's
I also
plan.
like the super dash, like kickoff run that Byakuya is doing.
Well, he's demonstrated he can move when he needs to.
He was very fast for some reason.
The murder warning to Byakuya, the source of the blackout, it was all Nagito. While the blackout was happening, someone else, the real killer, began making their move in the kitchen. The killer probably already knew about Nagito's plan, so they knew a blackout was coming. That's why the killer prepared all the items they would need to commit their crime in the dark beforehand. They needed a light source, which was provided by the portable stove in the kitchen. They needed a weapon, too. This had also been hidden in the kitchen beforehand.
This is a big question. I mean, is this going to be like Super Accomplice Rompa 2? Goodbye, easy to make sense of cases? By the way, that meat looks really crummy.
Yeah.
Snicked.
The long iron skewer used in the churrasco dish. The killer hid that inside that meat with the bone in it. With the weapon and portable stove in hand, the killer stepped out into the hallway. First, they closed the fire door in the hallway so their light source wouldn't peek toward the dining hall.
Well, that's like...
Then, guided by the light, the killer headed toward the storage room and grabbed a specific item. That's right, a tablecloth to block the blood splatter.
Ooh, I am a ghost!
That really does look kind of cool like that.
It does.
Of course, he's twice as tall as Teruteru.
The killer finished their preparations and snuck under the floorboards through the secret passage.
Though Teruteru is still about 3 times the height of Fuyuhiko, who is essentially 7 inches tall.
They probably turned off the portable cooking stove at that point, or left it near the entrance of the door.
Because otherwise they'd set themselves on fire.
The floor in the dining
Everyone
hall
see
is
it.
full of gaps.
That too.
So there's no way they could have safely held a light source. But thanks to the glowing mark they painted earlier, the killer was able to get beneath the table.
It's true that this is only Hajime's imagination, so this may not be true, but it does kind of make you wonder if they really were working together.
Right?
Like, was the knife Teruteru's idea in the first place?
Yeah, because this would imply that he also had access to the glowing paint.
Well, it clearly came from the storage room or Rocket Punch Market or whatever, but... So they really did fight, huh?
Under the table, Byakuya found the knife that had been hidden there.
And punched Nagito square in his jaw.
If only he had retreated, he probably wouldn't have gotten killed, but...
Byakuya? Retreat? He would never have done that.
Either of them.
Yeah.
He had to retrieve that knife. And at that moment...
Again.
The killer lurking beneath the floorboard stabbed straight up with the iron skewer.
Again, what's the lie? Was the first game the lie, or is the second game the lie?
Maybe they're all lies.
That's possible, too. They can't all be true, however.
Yeah.
The killer had been waiting in the dark for the moment when the glowing paint began to move.
I mean, there can't be 2 Byakuyas.
Yeah. There's only one of me.
After they murdered Byakuya, the killer purposefully shouted from beneath the floorboards to make it seem like they were still in the dining hall.
It seemed like he was shouting a lot of PlayStation control buttons.
Afterward, they came out from underneath the floorboards and rushed back to the kitchen. And then, after hiding the murder weapon in the kitchen, they rejoined the group as if nothing had happened.
You know, it's a good thing Akane didn't eat that meat. It'd have blood in it.
Well, I hate to break it to you, Billy, but you have consumed quite a lot of blood in your time.
Let me rephrase. It would have had Byakuya's blood in it.
Point taken.
There's only one person who would have been able to commit this crime.
It was you, Chiaki! I mean, wait!
Especially if that person is someone who'd think of an unexpected way to hide a weapon inside food.
Why'd he do it? He just cracked, I suppose.
Isn't that right, Teruteru Hanamura?
Well, other than the loss of innocence, I'm certainly not going to miss having
That's
that
what
pig
happened.
around.
How about it?
Right.
Did I get anything wrong? This is a mistake. A mistake, I tell you. I would never kill anyone.
You know, everyone always says that. Like, he did, though.
Right!
He can't even just quietly admit it.
He's ignoring it like he ignored everything else.
Denying reality yet again. Pretending like he has no agency when in actuality, without even a motive that he truly believed in, with the only motive really being like his personal safety. Which I'm not saying that that's not a good thing to act on. Okay? I mean, I understand that. But like, it's not like the motive even reached him.
Right.
I suppose he'll be talking about it, and we'll find out something about it once he does. But I mean, the two things about that, I don't have too much sympathy for people who have done this.
Yeah, I mean, this was super premeditated.
And like super early too. I don't have much sympathy for Sayaka,
Right,
who tried to kick everything off in the last game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any sympathy for Leon. I don't got any sympathy for Teruteru here either. I mean, he looked at everybody around him as the same type of meat that he used just to cook with. And in the end, he slaughtered somebody like a pig.
Yeah.
He stuck them like a pig, like they were meat.
You're right. That's, I didn't even think about that.
Now, that was one of the two things. The other thing is, we'll deal with it next time, there!
Danganronpa. Danganronpa.